Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome to Island Vacation Travel Podcast. We're going to be taking you today on a deep dive into the hidden gems of Central Florida, Polk County. I am Al Delosian, aka Matlow, the owner of Island Vacation Travel Agency LLC, and we are located in Winter Haven, Florida. Okay. Now, I want to thank you very much for joining us today. And today's topic is what is there to do in Central Florida, right? What is there to do in Central Florida? Now, located between Orlando and Tampa, Winter Haven is the home to Legoland Florida Resorts and the new Peppa Pig theme park. In addition, there's Buck Tiles out here, and also there is the Safari Wilderness, right? Lakeland, which is right next door, offers big city shopping and dining options, plus the world's largest on-site collection of Frank Lloyd Wright's architecture. I'm sure you've heard of that, and that's located on the campus of Florida South College. Lakeland is a college town, so you can find some pretty awesome schools out there. Other things to do include catching a Detroit Tigers spring training game. That's in March, actually. And you could also visit the best actual Florida Circle B Bar Reserve. Sorry about that. That's actually one of my favorite places. Circle B Bar Reserve. You'll see some amazing stuff out there. Talking about just some amazing stuff. It's known as one of the best places to see alligators in the world, in my opinion. And I've been quite a few places because it's a huge dinosaurs out there. Um, there are new highlights actually also in Polk County, which would be Bonnet Springs Park, which is a 168-acre facility blending nature, art, and interactive experience, and also the fabulous Children's Museum in downtown Lakeland. Now, that's just a few things of what we actually have going down in this beautiful place called Central Florida, uh, which is home to a few awesome towns, right? It's home to a few awesome towns where you get something that you're not really expecting, a little bit of everything. And this is why I love it out here. And this is why we chose to relocate out here. This is why we chose to market Central Florida as well. All right. Yeah. Now, you may ask, what is there to do in Central Florida? That's actually the question we got today. And my response to that is a lot. Okay. Today we're going to just deep dive into just a few things, and I'll mention a few places so that you could know a little bit more about Central Florida. If you've never been and you plan on visiting, at least you could have an idea as to where to look forward to go. So we're gonna start off with the Bonnet Springs Park. Okay. And that just opened like in 2022 in October, and that's located in Lakeland, right? That's a beautiful facility. Um, that's one of the things that you could actually go out and try and see what it's all about. And I mean, outdoors is what Central Florida is all about. I'm just going to give you just a quick preview as to what you could do out there, right? Now, Bonnet Springs, as I said, opened in 2022. It's located in Lakeland along the I-4 corridor, making it accessible to many guests, right? The park serves to unify the city's diverse population, offering public spaces and that serves the needs of many. The whole family is welcome. There's lots of stuff to do out there. You can take a nature walk. The museum is not too far. You have places to chill and hang out. You could enjoy the rich surroundings of the blend of urban natural space at Bonnet Spring Park. I'm situated next to downtown Lakeland, easily accessible from Tampa, Orlando, or even Winter Haven. All right. And that's just one of those places that you could visit. I mean, it doesn't cost anything to actually go and visit there. So I would advise you all. Another great thing that you find in Central Florida is lots of golf clubs, right? Another place we'll talk about is Southern Duns Golf Club. And I'm going to go into detail into each of those places as we go along in a different podcast. To know what we do. Sometimes we might go out there and visit it as well. And so we could interview people and also get a chance to talk about it right when we're on the golf course itself. And that's located um, in Haines City, right? As I told you, Central Florida is made up of a few different cities, a few different towns. I'll mention them in just a little bit so that you could have an idea as to the places that you could look forward to visit. So don't forget, there are lots of golf clubs in Central Florida. I just mentioned Southern Duns Golf Club. All right. Another beautiful thing to visit would be in Bato, which would be the L.B. Brown House Museum. Be good to know about that place. It's a very historic place. So it's been there from 1892. Former slave L.B. Brown built this home to the museum in 1982. There are also guided tours that you could get to this beautiful house as well. So don't forget, you could also check that out in Bato, right? Another great thing that happens on there is the Rafa Natural, right? That's in Bato as well. Locally owned shop with free locations featuring bath and body products made fresh daily. So that's locally made products right here. That's something you're gonna find a lot of because there are lots of farm to markets and marketplaces and all that kind of stuff out here in Central Florida, and it's promoted a lot because it's mainly farming. There's a lot of farming that took place here in the past. All right, next we're gonna move on to the mysterious Spooky Hill. Now, the mysterious Spooky Hill has fascinated generations for a long time. A car could actually park on a line that's in the road, and you put your vehicle in neutral, and it will be defying gravity and move upwards. It's something that's just a phenomenon. I've never seen something like that before, so it was amazing to go there and experience it for myself. I should have it recorded as well, but I think we will go back there and get some more recordings so that I could bring it out to you guys so you could check it out, right? So you could share, like, and subscribe and help us share these beautiful, fascinating things that are out here. All right. So for Halloween, that's a place you could actually visit and tour. And that's located in the beautiful Lake Wales. All right. Um, Next on the list, we have Dixieland Relics. And Dixieland Relics is in the Dixieland neighborhood of Lakeland, and it's a vintage and antique shop which has lots of history in there, to say the least. Right, that's located in South Lakeland. All right, so don't forget to check out Dixieland Relics when you're out in Lakeland. Okay, let's give you a little bit more, just a little bit more of what takes place out here. Another beautiful thing to actually visit out here is you have a very amazing botanical garden out here, and its name is the Hollis Garden. That's located in Lakeland, Florida. If you all into flowers and botanical stuff, I mean, that's a place to actually visit. I think the garden is worth over $1 million and has all different varieties of plants from around Florida. So it's a one of a kind place located on the Francis Langford Promenade at the Lake Mirror, right? That's where the botanical garden is displayed. That's on Orange Street in Lakeland. All right. So don't forget to check it out. Next, if you're someone who likes nature, Pine Ridge Nature Reserve is at the Buck Tower Gardens. If you've never been to the Buck Tower Gardens, you need to get there. This is one of the very first things to visit, like locations to visit in Central Florida before Disney World, and Westgate, and Universal, or Busch Gardens. It was Buck Tower. All right. Buck Tower is a very famous place, very interesting place. As we go along and I go into the different places around Central Florida and Polk County, you're going to hear a little bit more, and I'll elaborate on it a little bit more about who created it, why it was created, what it's there for, when you could visit, and just the different events that take place around there, right? And that's located in fascinating Lake Wales. This nature trail can be accessed near the entrance of Buck Tower, and it's called the Pine Ridge Nature Reserve at Buck Tower Gardens. Right? Yeah. Now, if you love to fish, you love to be underwater, don't forget Polk County, Central Florida is the land of lakes. There's a chain of lakes in Winter Haven. There's lakes in Lakeland. It goes on for days. So don't forget there are tours. There are guided tours that are very beautiful. Whether you're staying at Legoland or whether you're at Camp Margaritaville or any other hotel around, or even in an Airbnb or at your home, you could actually plan a tour, and they're pretty good. We could set it up for you. We could help you get in contact with the people who do it. Um, Captain Scott Taylor of TMC Guided Service is a USCG licensed captain. Okay, so he's going to take you out on the water and give you a TMC guided service store. All right, and that's located in Winter Haven, Florida. Okay, now we're going to talk about another golf club. And I know it seems like we're all over the place, but I want to just let you hear what is going on in Central Florida, all the different type of things that are going on, because it's never ending. There's something for everybody. Everybody. You have the Providence Golf and Country Club. That is another golf and country club that you have to check out. If you're somebody that's a golf fan, you love golf, and you want to check out some new courses, you want to get some new challenges, you want to meet some new people, you want to come in the sun with all the lakes and everything, you got to come down to Central Florida to check out the lakes that we have here. You have the Providence Golf Club. It offers a first-class experience at rates everyone can afford. All right, and that's in Davenport. Right, so Davenport is another part of Central Florida. Um, Next on the list, we have Andy Donald Company. Right now, Andy Donald Company has been selling high quality outdoors apparel, sports goods, and shoes, fine clothing for a long time. And that's located also in Winter Haven, Florida. So if you look for some country tire, apparel, outdoors, you could actually go at Andy Donald Company. Sorry about that. And that's located in Winter Haven, Florida. Right. Next on the list, we have Lake Crabble Dog Park. And that's for all you dog fans out there, all you animal fans out there. In North Lakeland, there's a dog park located just south of the interstate I-4. Sorry about that. And that's located in Lakeland. If you're trying to look for a place for your dogs to get a chance to go out and run and walk and everything else and be in a dog park, you could actually check out that. And there's dog parks all around Lakeland. Very good at that concerning being animal friendly. All right, so that's something you could take into consideration when you're trying to visit Central Florida, or if you're moving down to Central Florida, if you're on vacation in Central Florida, that's something to take into consideration. Now, here's another cool thing that I actually discovered about Central Florida in Bato, the Wonder House. The Wonder House has like historic tours, right? This building was remodeled, and the Wonder House, I mean, it was covered in an episode. Let me just go in a little bit detail of that for you. As I said, it's located in Bato, right? Bato, Florida, which is the first city in Polk County. Let's just go a little bit in detail about this beautiful, mysterious house because it's one of those sites that you could actually check out for Halloween and actually see what's going on with the house because there are tours out there so that you could check it out. We get hard time going in there, but I want to elaborate a little bit for this house, man. Look at this house. Doesn't that look creepy? And it's pretty old. So, um, the rebuilding and remodeling of the Wonder House was covered in episode 9 of Netflix show Amazing Interiors. Owners of the private residence offers historic tours Fridays and Sundays. So, as I said, you could get a tour on Friday to Sunday. Uh, Before Cypress Gardens and Walt Disney Resorts, tourists flocked to the one-of-a-kind mansion in the heart of Central Florida. So this was there before Disney, just like Block Towers. People used to come out here before, right? With its concrete walls, in glass style mosaic, it's not surprised that the unique homestead known as the Wonder House quickly became a popular tourist destination in the 1930s and 1960s. So it's been around for a very, very long time. And we have a lot of detail as to what goes on and how it actually goes on. Let me just give you some information concerning the tour. So when you visit the Wonder House, you're treated like a guest rather than someone that just patrons the museum, right? So you are welcome to sit on the furniture and enjoy a long conversation with the owners while learning about the fascinating house. Tours are available from 7 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m. Right? All tours must be scheduled in advance via the Wonder House website, or you could check a travel agent, a local travel agent, and they'll be able to help you out with that. And tours typically last an hour and a half. Parking for the tour is located in the rear of the property, accessible via El Paso Trail. The prices on there is $20 to $25 for adults and $10 to $12.50 for children 12 and under. There's also a on-site gift shop, but it's only cash only. So that's pretty awesome, right? That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Um, so the owner of this house, the original owner of this house was Conrad Shuck, and he was born in 1870 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where he became a successful building contractor and stone quarry dealer. Upon doctors telling him he had only 1 year to live, Shucks packed up his family and started to build his dream home in sunny Central Florida, which was the Wonder House, photographed by Shuck. Okay, and construction of the Wonder House began, as I said, in 1926 when Shuck started the excavation of the house. He found that he was digging into bedrock, so it was pretty difficult to build that house. So everything about this house is amazing to get to learn. And as I said, I'm going to go into more detail about all those different places and different things as we go along. I just wanted to give you all a brief view of all the different places and different things there are to do in Central Florida, right? Because a lot of people keep on claiming that, oh, there is not much to do and all this kind of stuff. And I'll tell you something, from the time I've been in Central Florida, I still haven't seen everything. There's so much to do. There's so much to see. There is so much outdoors. There's so much fascinating history, so much famous people, and so much amazing people that are actually live, their dreams come true. Also to set up business and a lot of stuff that you wouldn't expect actually started out here. So this is what Central Florida is actually known for. So to give you a brief insight on some of the stuff that happens out there, some of the things you could look forward to see and actually look to experience. And maybe it might inspire you to come down here to come and see this stuff, right? There's also things like the Rafa Natural, that's in Lakeland, and that's a locally owned shop with locations featuring bath and body products that they made fresh, local. If you're somebody that likes to support local, this is the places that you go. That's the Central Florida is a place to be. There's also like the Lakeland Highland shrubs. That's the shrubs are protects the largest remaining um, continuous tract of historic lake ridge. So this is a special place to Lakeland, the Lakeland Highland shrub, right? Next, you could also do paddleboard in Winter Haven, Florida. Yes, I know, guys, there are gators in the water, but no, the gators don't bother people. Gators do what gators do, and human beings do what human beings do. Unless you go interfere with the gators, then they have to protect their habitat. Right? But you could paddleboard, you could kayak in the different lakes. As I said, there are about 30 lakes out there. So feel free. And that is at Lake Howard. You could actually get a chance to paddleboard in Winter Haven. There are classes, there are tours, there are races on the chain of lakes. Next, you have lots of camping grounds. There's Camp Mark, a Guy Harvey Resort, right? Camp Mark is a Guy Harvey Resort Lodge, a Guy Harvey Lodge, Marina and RV Resort in Lake Wales. So if you're looking for RV park, there are loads of them in Central Florida. This is one that you could check in Lake Wales if that's your place that you'd like to set up camp, right? Next, we have Simmers Young Park. I love this place. You could see softball. There is a dog park out there. There's quite a few fields out there. There's always soccer taking place, um, different clubs. You have just so much football competitions. It's a great family affair out there. And there's also a fishing pond out there where you could actually go and fish. There's picnic facilities. As I said, there is a dog park. So feel free to go and visit Simmers Young Park. And then it's right next to the Avondale Speedway, where there's also racing that takes place. So that's some amazing thing. And I know it seems like I'm just going on, and there's a list. Guys, I won't go through the entire list today because there's so much, but I just wanted to give you a little brief view on stuff at places that are in Central Florida. Places that make up Central Florida so that you know that you can always come and visit, and there's lots of stuff to do. Um, it's located between Tampa and Orlando, right? On the west side, you have Tampa. On the east side, you have Orlando. And then to the south, you have Miami. But Miami is about 3 hours away. All right. Um, Other things you have to go check is Abaco Track at Lake Wales Ridge State Forest, right? That is somewhere else you could go check out if you are outdoorsy person. You have the Lakeland, Florida. Sorry about the Legoland, Florida Resort, of course, with the Peppa Pig theme park as well. There's also a water park in there, and that's located in Winter Haven, Florida, built for families, kids, big kids. Everyone's welcome. All right. Next, you have Buck Tower. I briefly mentioned it. That's located in Lake Wales as well. So these are just some places that I want you to visit. We're going to be going around the county and check out some of those places that are out to make sure that we can bring you some live footage and you do not feel left out. And at least you can get a brief view of what really goes down in Central Florida before you get out here, whether you're trying to move out here or whether you're just visiting, right? You have so much different stuff. I want you to not forget, like, there are Lakeland food trucks. There's also Florida Natural Grove Store. You also have stuff like local farmers markets that takes place. You have Avon Park Air Force Range. You have Sun and Fun, Webb's Candy, uh, Keko Wildlife Management Area, Alan David Brossard's Catfish Creek, Walking the Water Track at Lake Wales Ridge. It goes on and on. Let me just tell you a few places that actually makes up the beautiful, the beautiful Central Florida. But before I do that, let me just tell you about this amazing place that I also found out called the Mulberry Phosphate Museum. Right, it's a phosphate site, and while they were digging, they're finding old relics of prehistoric animals, all different types of stuff. So they've made a museum. I think it's something fascinating that people should go check out. There's also, and that's located in Mulberry. There's also a Florida Children's Museum, which is in Lakeland, which I think is very um, informative that you should visit. So now I'm just going to go into a few things that's going on right this moment before we get out of here. Um, we have a few activities that's going on because, of course, we have Halloween is around the corner. So you got people that love to be spooked. One of the things that we have going on is the top 5 spooky experiences in Central Florida, right? Let's just go for that really, really quick, and then we can let you get out of here. So you know there's stuff to do while you're around Central Florida for the Halloween season. And as I said, we're gonna keep going on, keep on more episodes where we go and elaborate a little bit more about the different places, the different things to do out here. But just so you know, the top 5 spooky experiences to do in Central Florida. Number one on the list, to visit Spooky Hill. That's where gravity defies explanation. All right. You could start your area adventure at Spooky Hill, a gravity defying phenomenon that actually baffles visitors for generations. Legend has it that this hill is haunted by the spirits of the Native American chief who used his supernatural powers to push cars uphill. Isn't that fascinating, huh? Yep, that's number 1 on the list. Next, you have the Halloween tours at Wonder House, right? Halloween tours at Wonder House. Uh, if you're fascinated by historic homes and the mysteries that lie within them, don't miss out on Halloween tours at Wonder House in Battle. This architectural wonder was built in 1920 by Conrad Shuck, as I mentioned before, a man with a mysterious past. Okay. Third on the list, you have family friendly frights at Brick or Treat presents Monster Party, and that's at Legoland in Winter Haven. For family friendly and break fantastic Halloween experience, Legoland, Florida Resorts hosts the annual Brick or Treat presents Monster Party event. All right, so don't forget to check that out. Off on the list, you have the Haunting of the River Ranch. For more immersive and spine-tingling experience, you visit Westgate Ranch Resort and Rodeo, right? And this is where you can embark on a haunted adventure that will send shivers down your spine. If you're one of those people that love to be scared, you definitely want to go check that out. The Haunting at River Ranch is an experience that delivers into the resort eerie history and reports of paranormal activity. Ooh. And last on that list, you have number 5, Halloween movie marathon at Silver Moon Drive-In. This is a one-of-a-kind drive-in. I love it out there. I don't know how many other drive-ins there really are, but this is one I was very fortunate to find, and I recommend everyone to go check it out. You could bring your own snacks and everything. Everybody's out there in the vehicle snuggled up. This is for a classic spooky Halloween experience with the cinematic twist. Head to Silver Moon Drive-In in Lakeland for the Halloween movie marathon. Enjoy your favorite Halloween films under the starry Central Florida sky. Snuggle up in your car, grab some popcorn, or bring your own snacks, whichever makes you feel better, and get ready for a night of thrills, chills, and unforgettable movie moments. It's a perfect way to celebrate the spooky season with friends and family. So that's just a little bit about the stuff that you actually have to do in Central Florida. And I know it's a lot, man, but this is just for Halloween. We have all this going on, and I'm just gonna mention just a few places of a few names of the places we're gonna be reviewing in the next few, so that you won't be surprised. You'll know what's going on. So some of the places we're gonna be talking about is places like, and that's the places that make Central Florida, right? The towns of Central Florida. Central Florida, it features a variety of towns and cities that you probably want to explore, right? So you have Fort Meade, Lake Alfred, Mulberry, Winter Haven, Avondale, Bartow, Frostproof, In City, Hook City, Lakeland, Davenport slash Disney area, Homeland, Dundee, Lake Wales, and Barberson Park. Right now, these are the places that we're going to be going into detail about, and to see, what all goes on in Central Florida, what's happening out there, what people do out there, the history of those towns. I'm fascinated to explain to you all and tell you all what's going on. So this has been another episode of Island Vacation Travel Podcast. What is there to do in Central Florida? I want to thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Island Vacation Travel Podcast. And be sure to tune in next time for more exciting travel destination and also tips, right? And remember to subscribe, share, like, and don't forget to tune into our podcast every week for new episodes. And until next time, guys, happy travel.